Peace, peace, peace. Keeping it real with Rami, back at you again. I had started to make a video about Noble Ali and one of the main reasons why I feel people try to ignore Noble Ali and this whole Moorish movement, but I really want to give it its proper time and like the proper energy. So I'm just going to push that to the side, and I'm actually working on a video about Noble Ali being a plagiarist and that whole thing. So that's up, and then I'll get to that one later. But what I did want to say is, if you've been watching any of the videos that I've done, and you are wondering, when am I ready to start making videos, or when am I ready to start writing books, or when am I ready to start teaching people? Thing is you just got to get out there and start. If you go, well, first I'll tell you this first story. When I only got into this information about 4 years ago, into 2011, early 2012. Basically I just studied, like I'm talking, I studied in the morning, studied at night, falling asleep on the computer. I studied on the way to work, on the way home from work, studied at work if I could, listening to interviews, researching the information, researching different books to see if the information matches up. And I kept asking myself, well, I see these people on YouTube, but I don't know, like, who do I go to tell me I can start teaching now? And I remember it vividly. I finally had the nerve to call up Cujo Awal. He does the Canaan Land Moors videos. Canaan Land is Canaan, Canaan Land Moors. I finally called him up. I started talking to him, and I was just like, I'm really interested in teaching. I just don't know, like, how do I know when I'm ready? How was it like for you? And he was just like, bro, it's like, whatever turn on the video camera, record, put it out. It's just that simple. And it really is. It's the thing about it is that you have to, or what I realize is that you have to own it. You have to realize, well, this is my history. This is my culture. This is, my heritage. Yeah, I can teach about it. And when I first started, I started real basic. I'm talking just showing books. Here's this book I got. Islam in America, I think it was. Yeah, I think that's the book. I just read like the back cover of the book and showed the book up. I read it. The first video I did was just a small excerpt from the teachings of Buddha. That's it. And I say that to say that wherever you feel comfortable in starting, start there. If it's literally you talking about your experience into this information, how you found out about Moors, start there. Start with what you know, what's in your heart. And as you progress, as you come along, you start to just be comfortable and you find yourself teaching. So yeah, that's kind of just wanted to say that because sometimes I feel like whoever's watching, may see these videos of myself or other people and think, well, I can never do what they're doing. Hold on. What's up, buddy?
I have my feet.
Okay, go sit down. I'm making a video, okay?
No, I want chips.
No chips, buddy.
Why?
Because I said no chips.
They old.
No, go sit down, buddy.
Did I got to wait?
Did you hear what I said, please? Thank you. Handful and a half. I forgot where I was. I know if like seeing these videos, I know when I saw Taj Tariq Bey and Cujo and the Abdullah, these different types of people, I was like, man, these people are like scholars, and they are. But you have to realize that you have the ability as well. And that's not just with Moorish information. It's what I realize is, you know, once you free yourself from thinking that you can't do something or that something is too advanced, then you realize it's just about studying, putting in the work. That's the only way that I started learning about all of this different stuff and literally going to the dictionary and reading it myself. And you know, I'm talking like I wish I had the notebooks around, but I have plenty of just spiral notebooks of notes. Me just writing. I would write dictionary, the definitions, complete definitions of law terms out, just so I can memorize them, or you know, breaking down the concept of understanding, you know, who I am versus this corporate entity that was created for me. And making stick figures and breaking it down so I can get it myself. Oh, and that's the last thing. I'm coming up on 7 minutes. The main thing is you must be humble. You must humble yourself and realize that you are ignorant of things. Because once you admit that you don't know, that's how you can begin to know. But I don't like to go over 7 minutes. So thank you, and I'll catch you next time.